It's a big one. It's pretty much cutting the metro in half, that 15-mile stretch between 694 and the crosstown 62 in the South Metro. It's going to close starting tonight, 9 p.m. Both directions are closed. It's going to reopen come Monday morning at 5 a.m. So yeah, big 15-mile stretch or detour. You see here highlighted in orange, 62 Highway 100 and 694. So plan ahead. Now the work, it's a combination of two different projects. They're doing repaving work on 35W from downtown to Roseville. And the part that's closed from downtown to crosstown is a part of the bigger plan targeted to finish in the year 2021. As I mentioned, the closures will be between Highway 62 and 694. As always, MnDOT asking for patience and for folks to plan their routes before they leave for their destination this weekend.
We're rebuilding a freeway that's almost 60 years old and replacing bridges, and it really needs to be done. And if you've driven on I-35 north of the river, going north or south, you know that it's a little bumpy.
Yeah, the work needs to be done. So again, 35W closed this weekend. This little stretch here, though, it's going to be open to local traffic only. Southbound 35W will have access to 280 and Highway 36. Northbound 35W will have local access from local neighborhoods there to get to 694. Northbound Highway 280, that is closed between Larpenteur Avenue and Highway 36. This is a lot to take in. Have some good news, though. I'm going to end on a good note, you guys. 94, that is still open.